the decision of the state was made, and they are going to actually, they ruled against the Utica area, against the Adirondack Rail for those tracks that go all the way up to Lake Placid. Bethan Marr from the Adirondack Scenic Railway is on right now. Bethan, you guys have a rally coming up on Friday. What are you planning to accomplish on Friday?
Well, quite frankly, we're just hoping to get a lot of attention. We believe that this, quote-unquote compromise that's been proposed by New York State is severely flawed. And we believe that, Utica has largely been left out of this whole decision-making process. Even just last year, we had to advocate very, very strongly to have, a public hearing, an interest session in Utica because they had planned to exclude Utica completely. We're hoping to really show the Governor Cuomo, and the New York State DUC, just how much this area values the railroad and how much, this proposal to rip up 34 miles of the railroad, even though it's on the northern section of the line, will have a severe impact on this area as well.
And what is is there hope that there could be a reversal of a decision here, or is there a lawsuit that's still pending? And what are there's a little crack of hope somewhere?
Sure. It's in court. Our lawsuit was filed April 11th, so it's been in court for a while. It will probably be heard sometime in July.
Okay. And tell us about the lawsuit. What that is all about.
Sure. It's challenging a lot of the procedure that New York State used when reaching this decision. We believe that there have been conflicts of interest with the economic impact study, that, they didn't do their sort of due diligence with historic preservation. So really we think that this whole process for the last 3 or 4 years has been riddled with errors, and that's basically what the lawsuit aims to prove.
And if the judge ruled in your favor, what would happen?
Likely it would return to Alternative 6, which is the rails with trails for the entire length of the corridor. Or New York State would be forced to go back and say, all right, let's look at this again and really do a little bit more homework.
Okay. And, talk about the rally. It's from 4 until 5:30 p.m. this Friday. And
Absolutely.
It'll be at the State Office Building. Who will be involved? Who's attending? You have public officials and that sort of thing?
Yep, of course. Assemblyman Brindisi will be there. A lot of the county legislators, the Common Council will all be there. We'll have a few speakers and music in the area where you can, write your love letters to Governor Cuomo on how you feel about the decision.
All right.
So I'm looking forward to it, and we're really hoping for an overwhelmingly large turnout.
All right, and that is Friday, 4 p.m. until 5:30 at the State Office Building in Bethan. Good luck, and it's really a shame that this decision came down this way. And who knows, maybe this last-ditch attempt, you can accomplish something. It'd be nice if that works out. All right?
Thank you.
All right, thanks so much. Bethan Marr. And 7:51. I'm not sure what can be accomplished, though, at this point.
Yeah, and like Bethan said, they're hoping to just get some attention and let the state officials know how much the railroad means to this area. But, I don't know that's going to change anything. Maybe it buys them goodwill in the future. I don't know.
Unless this lawsuit, the judge were to rule in their favor, would that send it back to the drawing board and at square one? I don't know. We'll have to see. Interesting story out there. A guy in Kentucky, Father's Day is just around the corner. A guy in Kentucky went to a police station to take out a restraining order on his wife. When they looked him up, they realized he had a warrant out, a warrant on him. There was a warrant for his arrest. When they tried to arrest him, he used his own daughter as a human shield.
Oh,
he was holding her, and the police are on the other side. So the only thing between him and the police was his daughter. And, oh, by the way, the guy's name is Jonathan D. Morrow, and his daughter's 14, and he was wearing a number 1 dad shirt while he's holding his daughter.
Was he hugging her, or was he using her as a shield?
He was using her as a shield. Deputy Danny Martin tried to tase him, and he grabbed his daughter and put his daughter in front of him. Martin speaks first in the middle of the clip, followed by Deputy Byron Fairchild. Yes, no, maybe. Is it going to play? Here it is.
Initially, after when he started running, he picked his child up.
That's the video of the girl, the 14-year-old, being, he's holding her in front of him so the police don't tase him. Are you kidding?
See the previous story on the gorilla.
Yeah. Think about that.
And actually tried to use her as a human shield. And at that time, I didn't have a clear shot with it. So I had to make sure that she was safe.
It was discovered during the investigation of the EPO that he was actually wanted out of Tennessee. The man pulled the barbs out, got into his vehicle, pushed his kid into the vehicle, and fled the scene. He actually struck a state police cruiser on the way out as well. He's not stable, and he's got his 14-year-old daughter with him, so we want to end it peacefully.
He is, at least as of this report, he was on the lam. Crazy. Sarah Palin is in the news. Did you see she has a new TV show that's coming out, and it's like People's Court, and Sarah is the judge. Isn't that exciting? Turns out Donald Trump
She's a maverick.
Donald Trump now has a new nickname, and it has been given to him by Sarah Palin in a recent speech. Listen in.
So Trump came roaring in through this primary, and he blew the lid off the corrupted and corroded machine. He was like a golden wrecking ball.
Golden Wrecking Ball is the new Donald Trump nickname, coined by Sarah Palin.
He wrecked what needed to be wrecked in order to shine light on the shenanigans.
I thought Golden Wrecking Ball actually was
Miley Cyrus.
something out of the Kama Sutra, but I'm not sure. I could be wrong. Sarah Palin, again, ended the speech this way. Come on. Everything's playing very slowly. I need this clip. Come on. Well, it's not going to play.
So suck it up, cupcake.
That was a little Clint Eastwood-esque.
I don't know why this stuff is playing so slowly right now, but can you imagine what? I mean, we still have months of this, months to go.
Oh, it's not queued up. This is Wrecking Ball.
It was Wrecking Ball, Golden Wrecking Ball,
and Trump's running mate is
Wrecking Ball.
Can it be?
Suck it up,
No,
cupcake.
he's smarter than that. He is so much smarter than that.
And Donald Trump was speaking in California on Friday. He came up with a solution for the drought there. Again, this clip is going to play very slowly. It's actually,
and we're going to solve your water problem. You have a water problem that is so insane.
Don't you? I mean, what I love is that Trump is able to solve all problems, and not just solving them. Trump makes all problems go away easily. Everything is simple. There's a simple solution to everything.
So ridiculous, where they're taking the water and shoving it out to sea. So anyway, we're going to be back up here. If I win, believe me, we're going to start opening up the water so that you can have your farmers survive, so that your job market will get better. But we're going to get it done, and we're going to get it done quick. Don't even think about it. That's an easy one. Don't even think about it.
Yeah, he'll have that fixed.
Your water's going to be great.
He spoke
Trust
with
me.
God, and God's working on making it rain. And that's
And
gonna,
he's
it's gonna
making
be
it
easy.
rain.
Yeah, it's going to be very easy.
I saw a headline over the weekend.
And beautiful, by the way.
One of the
when
news
the rain comes down, very beautiful.
One of the news networks said that he had done a rally at the Lincoln Memorial, and the headline was Trump was expecting MLK type crowd, and it wasn't. And that was one of the big headlines over the weekend. I don't know if he was upset about that or if he actually made that comment that he was hoping to have, like
right,
the famous speech,
Right,
I have a dream speech. He thought that
he would have
those
same crowd.
numbers.
Well, I got to tell you though, I mean, his numbers have just been enormous for all of these speeches. It's incredible. And the only one that's really rivaling him is Bernie Sanders, whose numbers are big. And he had an issue over the weekend too, where Secret Service had to come up on the stage. Some animal rights group, or I believe it was some environmental group or something, stormed the stage and was trying to get to the podium. And they took him out, and they removed it. You saw Secret Service in action, and you forget these guys as candidates are now protected by Secret Service. 7:57. Hold tight. Coming back at WIBX.